Today is August 27th, and I've been on Accutane since July 1st, which is almost 2 months. I wish I had started recording some updates when I first started taking Accutane, but I'll show some videos and pictures from when my acne was worse, even though it's still not good now. Here's how my face was looking before I started Accutane. As you can tell, my acne was a lot more red and much more inflamed. Having all this inflammation on my face was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced. The pain was so bad that it was literally affecting me from being able to do the most basic things in life. I literally couldn't do things like open my mouth to eat, take a shower without the water pressure killing my face, or even fall asleep because my face would hurt so bad laying on the pillow. To get rid of this pain, my dermatologist prescribed me 30 milligrams of prednisone per day for 2 weeks. On top of that, since it was very painful, my dermatologist also recommended that I should use cortisone cream. Within those 2 weeks, I was pain-free. Here's the difference between 1 month of Accutane, but also using prednisone and cortisone cream. In these past 2-ish months, the only side effects that I've had, I get really dry lips, but just use Aquaphor. I'm honestly kind of surprised that my face doesn't get very dry. I don't even use moisturizer on my face, but the weird thing is that my arms and my legs get pretty dry. And last, I've been having some joint and back pains. Basically, my back just hurts when I wake up because I've been laying in one spot for too long. So also, if I'm standing in one spot for too long, it ends up hurting. It's not unbearable, it just feels tired, I guess. Other than my back, my elbows and my knees kind of hurt. That's all I've been really experiencing within the past 2 months. Like I said, it's really nothing unbearable. It is September 1st today, so it has officially been 2 months since I started Accutane. My face has honestly cleared up even more in just the past 4 days that I haven't recorded. I was honestly getting kind of annoyed towards the end of my second month because I was starting to break out in some places, like around here, and then also on my forehead. I also have acne under my jaw. That acne was part of the mini breakout, but as you can tell, it was a lot more inflamed than anything else on my face. I'm completely now off of both prednisone and cortisone, and now I'm just waiting for my next appointment in a couple days. Here's the difference from month 1 to month 2. Unfortunately, the lighting isn't consistent, but you can tell that the inflammation and the redness has gone down. It's now October 1st, which means I just finished up my 3rd month of Accutane. As you can tell, my face has cleared up a lot more. But what's weird is I'm now starting to purge with some acne on my chest and my back. My back knee could obviously be worse, but it's really annoying because it hurts to wear a backpack. My chest acne isn't that bad either, but all of this body acne kind of came out of nowhere. Within this past month, I also had a really weird breakout here and here, but I think that was just the final purge on my face because that's where I had no acne to begin with. Here's what it looked like. It really doesn't even look like a pimple, but these big inflamed areas were kind of painful. Thankfully, it doesn't even compare to the pain from before, and it went away pretty quick. I haven't had any more side effects this past month, but I am getting more dry on my arms and my legs and even my lips. But that could also just be the weather is getting colder. But so far, I'm really happy with the progress, and I've heard that from here on out, it only gets better. The redness, especially on my forehead, has gone down a lot between month 2 and 3. It's now November 1st, which means I just finished up my 4th month of Accutane. I technically don't have any more pimples on my face, but I still do have a lot of red marks that were left from the pimples before. I'm really happy with how my face has been clearing up, but unfortunately within this past month, my chest and back have broken out even more. The pimples don't necessarily look worse, but there are just more of them. This past month, not only have I broken out on my chest and back, but I have also started to break out on my shoulders and arms. I was told by my dermatologist that these breakouts on my chest and back were normal because the Accutane seems to work from top to bottom. So basically my face would first clear up and then my chest and back would purge, and then after that it's supposed to clear up. During this 4th month, some of my side effects actually started to go away. For example, I have no more knee pain and my back pain is a lot better. Unfortunately, I did get a new side effect, and my lips have been getting a lot more dry and cracking. This new side effect was basically like a rash on my arms and legs, which was mainly caused from it just drying up. These rashes kind of burned, but thankfully I was prescribed something by my dermatologist. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but this is what I was prescribed. I applied it twice a day and the rashes went away in 2 weeks. Here's the difference between month 3 and 4. The only real difference I see is that my face is less red, but I'm still super happy with the results. Today is December 16th. I didn't record on December 1st because I've been really busy with finals, and I've also been really sick the past couple weeks.
But as I'm sure you can tell, my face has cleared up even more. I personally think that if you were to look at me straight on, the only really thing you can see is this. But when you look on the side, you can tell that there's still some redness. During this past month, I did have a few new side effects, but a lot of these side effects can also just happen due to the weather being a lot colder. I had really bad bloody noses. I started drying up around my neck and under my lips.
Here's kind of what it looked like, and it was pretty painful.
But weirdly enough, my lips actually started to get less dry. All these side effects actually went away after I started moisturizing them more. I actually now put some moisturizer inside my nose just to prevent the bloody noses. Unfortunately, my chest and back did get worse during this past month, but just these past couple days, I can already tell that they're starting to get better. Here's kind of what my chest was looking like at its worst. Thankfully now those two inflamed ones are gone. Here's what my back was looking like at its worst, but now I really don't have any inflamed ones. They just kind of turned into dried up scabs. Really don't see much of a difference between month 4 and 5, possibly just some less redness. It's now January 2nd, 2023, which means I just finished my 6th month of Accutane. I see some slight changes in my face, maybe a little less redness.
Looking back while editing this video, I realized that it actually improved more than I thought.
But it was kind of weird because this past month, I actually got tiny pimples that would go away really quick. Like I got a couple here, they're already gone, but I also had some on my forehead. There's still one kind of right there, but they're so tiny and they just go away really, really quick.
My chest has been the most frustrating part because I feel like I keep getting pimples. On the other hand, my back is clearing up a lot more. Thankfully, none of this body acne is painful anymore. I'm just hopeful that these will go away within the next month.
I really did not have any side effects this past month. I have my monthly checkup with my dermatologist tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be on Accutane for another month. But I'll quickly do another update tomorrow of what happens after I go to the dermatologist. So I just got done with my dermatologist appointment. My dermatologist said that I will definitely be using Accutane for another month, and depending on how much my chest and back acne clears up within this next month, I might have to go on it for another month, which means 8 months in total. But I'm not really complaining because I really haven't had any side effects that are making me really want to get off of Accutane. My dermatologist also said that the discoloration on my face will also still go away after I finish Accutane because Accutane stays in your system for another 2 months once you get off of it. So hopefully I only have 1 more month left, but it could be potentially 2. I'm really happy with the progress, and I'm excited to see once I'm completely finished with Accutane. Today's February 4th. Yesterday was my 7th month update at the dermatologist, and they told me that I have to be on it for another month, which means I'll be on it for 8 months in total. My face is really cleared. It's just been getting a lot more dry this past month. And the past couple days, my overall skin has just looked more red. This past month was also a little weird because I had a lot of mini random breakouts that would end up going away pretty quick, but some of them just looked like reactions rather than actual pimples.
For example, you can see that my skin looks pretty good here, but then literally an hour later, it looked like this and it wouldn't go away for a couple days. My chest really didn't change much, which is the reason I have to stay on Accutane for another month. But other than that one pimple that I have covered up with a band-aid, my back has cleared up almost completely.
Today is March 9th, and I just took my last Accutane pill yesterday. I'm honestly pretty satisfied with the progress on my face. There's just this one pimple right here, and from what I've been told, these red marks are supposed to go away even while I'm off of Accutane. As you can see in my last update, my back is basically cleared up fully, but my chest isn't fully cleared still.
Since I'm at higher risk of getting acne, I was prescribed this cream. This cream is basically just a topical version of Accutane, which will prevent any acne from coming back. I was also told that these red marks on my chest aren't actually pimples. They're just hypertrophic scars that are red from the Accutane. Thankfully, this cream is also supposed to help these calm down.
I have another follow-up appointment in 3 months, so I'll keep doing monthly updates until then just to see what happens to my skin without the pills. I'm honestly a little bit nervous that I'm going to start getting pimples again, but I'm still pretty confident in this cream, and I hope it helps the hypertrophic scars go away. The only side effect that I had this past month was that I would always get dry blood in my nose. I would never have a runny, bloody nose anymore, but my nose would fill up with dry blood, which made it sometimes hard to breathe. Here's my skin before and after Accutane. Looking back, it's honestly hard to believe that my skin used to look like that, and I'm extremely happy with how my skin has improved. Today is actually August 24th, which is more than 5 months since I recorded last. I know I said I would keep you guys updated month to month after I got off of the pill to show you how my skin would react to not being on it anymore. But honestly, the reason I didn't record was because it was really hard to look back at those videos. I don't know if you could tell in my past couple recordings, but my energy was a lot lower, and honestly, it's just because I would get so down while looking at my older videos because I knew that I was definitely struggling during that time. I was at my lowest point, no doubt. I was super insecure. I could barely make eye contact with anybody, and if I did, I would just feel bad for them that they would have to look at my acne on my face. It's kind of weird saying all this, but it's definitely true. And even now, these past couple months, obviously I had a few pimples here and there. They weren't anything crazy, like definitely nowhere near what I had before, obviously. None of them ever got super inflamed. They were just tiny pimples. Even some I have now. They're kind of going away though. But those pimples would honestly give me like PTSD. I would get so worried and anxious that I'm just going to start breaking out again. And it would just send me back to those days where I just had the most terrible acne. And it would honestly ruin my mood for a whole day, maybe even a couple days, until that pimple was finally gone, even though it was very small. I kind of want to use this video to say that if you're struggling with acne, and especially if it's very severe, don't be too hard on yourself. I definitely was. There was days where I wouldn't even leave my house because I did not want to be seen with the acne that I had. When I had my bad acne, I remember this so vividly. I went to a 4th of July party and I was going to try to eat a burger, and when I opened my mouth to take a bite of the burger, I just had the worst extreme pain all over my face and pimples were popping. I just felt so embarrassed that I literally went home after that. I did not want to be around people at all, ever, which was very hard, especially because during the time that I had my pretty bad acne, I was just starting college, so it was very hard to make new friends and talk to people. But like I was saying before, don't be too hard on yourself about it, because the people that are worth being in your life would not care about pimples on your face. I've had very good friends that honestly didn't even realize that my acne was getting very bad because they didn't care about how I looked. They don't care about my acne. They just cared about me as a person, and those are the types of friends that you guys need. I'm gonna be completely honest. I still kind of struggle with being in public sometimes because this might sound weird to some people, but I know that a lot of people will definitely be able to relate. But even though I literally have no acne on my face, when I'm in public and I try talking to people that I don't know, I get nervous and super anxious because deep down I feel like I still have the acne on my face. Like I said, there's nothing on my face, but yet I still feel like I'm struggling like back then. This is not as common as it was before. I'm definitely getting a lot better with it. And honestly, I'm happy that I went through all of this because I feel like deep down it's making me stronger as a person. And another reason that I'm happy that I went through this is because I can do a video like this and help anybody else that was struggling, because I know for a fact that when I was struggling, watching videos like this definitely helped. A lot of the videos that I saw were actually of girls. That's why I felt like I should make a video like this, because I know that a lot of guys are also struggling with very bad acne, and I feel like I'll be more relatable for them, obviously. Those months that I was really struggling with my acne was definitely the lowest point I've ever been in my life. And I know this is a little cliche, but when you're at rock bottom, the only way you can go is up. And that's the way I looked at it. I was like, there's no way my skin can get any worse than this, especially on Accutane. Best thing I can do is just trust the process. Thankfully, I really did not struggle with many side effects. Actually, once I got off of Accutane, I did realize some side effects. For example, I don't know if this is even related, but I've heard that it could be related. I really struggle with being tired. I don't know. I need at least 9+ hours to feel not tired throughout the day, which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, getting more sleep is healthy anyway. But as you can tell, my face is definitely a lot better, even more than when I recorded last. My skin looks a lot smoother. I literally have a light directly on me and scars are barely noticeable. So I use this tretinoin very consistently. I probably missed a handful of days within the past 5 months. And as you can tell, it really has worked even with the scarring. Unfortunately, my chest still has the hypertrophic scarring, but I've been trying to use some different things that are directly for scarring, such as I've been using these silicone pads every single night for the past couple weeks, and I am starting to see a little bit more of a difference. These scars are definitely very annoying to me, but hypertrophic scars aren't known to be permanent. They're known to be gone within a couple years. And I've actually had these hypertrophic scarring in my past when I was in middle school, because I had really bad acne during that time too, especially on my chest and back. Those hypertrophic scars stayed there for like a year and then they ended up going away. So I'm not too worried about them. It's just still very annoying because they were finally gone and now they're back. But I'd rather have these than a face full of pimples. I also thought I should mention that I have been using these products not very consistently, but just every now and then since I've been off of Accutane. The reason that I tried to find different remedies for my hypertrophic scars is because when I tried using the tretinoin on my chest, it ended up leaving a rash that would burn pretty badly. Some other things that I've been taking to really try and help my skin is probiotics and collagen pills. I don't have any more of the collagen pills actually right now, so I've been taking a collagen powder. I also really wanted to thank you guys for the support that I was getting through my Accutane journey. I was posting some Instagram videos and some TikToks about my acne transformation throughout the months, and one of my videos literally got 7 million views, which brought me so many people and so many DMs of people supporting me and giving me feedback. And then I also really enjoyed seeing that I was actually helping people and making a difference by posting videos like that. So again, thank you guys. And I'm really hoping that this video at least helped one person, because I know that a video like this could really make a difference in somebody's life. I know that watching videos like this really motivated me and kept me going through my Accutane journey. And I hope that's what I could do for a lot of you guys. This was kind of a different video for me. And if you guys are interested in more videos about my skin and how my skin has been throughout the years, because I had struggled with acne in the past before all of this, I could definitely make a video on that for you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said a couple times, I just hope this is helping somebody, and always feel free to reach out.